Hi, my name is Cindy Morrison, and I am working on my next adventure. It's been 10 years ago since I started my last adventure. I moved from Wisconsin to Arizona. I've absolutely loved it. Yes, I miss family and friends, but I do get back quite often to see them. But as I'm nearing retirement in the next 2 to 3 years, I'm trying to figure out, what do I want to do with the next segment of my life? After so-called retirement, which that's not the way I want to look at it, it's my next adventure. And I believe my next adventure will include a lot of travel along with some public speaking. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to look like. So I have started on a journey with learning new skills, building different community to figure out where God is going to put me in the next 10 to 20 years. A couple of years ago, I joined Toastmasters. Yes, I wish I had done that 40 plus years ago when a woman I worked with asked me to join her with her club. There was no way I was going to do public speaking, just not a chance. But as I've moved through life and had my career shift from one thing to another, I realized public speaking is definitely going to have to be part of who I am. So a couple of years ago, after joining Toastmasters, I decided I wanted to build that segment of my life. So I recently went and heard Darren LaCroix speak, and his book, The 17 Minutes to Your Dream. That is what I am currently working on. I want to be able to figure out what I want to do, the skills I need to learn, and videotaping and spending 17 minutes a day on honing my skill of public speaking, trying to figure out where God is going to move me. That is where I am headed. As I have moved through my life, I have learned a lot of lessons. Some by making really good choices, and others by making some really bad choices. And I want to share those experiences, both good and bad, with other people. I'm thinking that my core audience will be women who are either divorced, widowed, or just trying to figure out what they want to do in their next part of their life. Where are they stuck? How can they make the next right step? And I want to share with them what I have learned along my journey. The other audience would be young kids, teenagers, that as they go out into the world, maybe just another adult that can help share with them what they've learned. And believe me, I have learned so much in my 60 plus years. Just to share so they get some different ideas, that they're not stuck in a rut or with decisions that somebody else has made for them. God is amazing in where He can put you. He will share with you His ideas. You just have to be open to listening to what He has and not making some of those really stupid decisions that I've made that I don't want to see anyone else make. So as I go through my journey, videotaping and writing out some keynotes about what I want to speak on, what I'm passionate about, and when am I going to start this next segment? Again, not retirement, but my next segment in life. Unfortunately, I just learned that my career, where I'm currently at in commercial real estate, is going to probably take a huge hit in the next week with things changing in the office. So I want to be ready. I always want to be where I'm not surprised, or that I am set up when things do change and I'm not nervous that I will fail. I want to have options open. So again, I'm learning community by dealing with other skill sets, trying to learn videoing, writing. I have a blog called Mountains to Molehills that I've kind of neglected, and I want to get back to sharing different places that I have been. Eventually, I'd like to live on the road for a couple of years and see all of the beautiful places God has. He's created for us to enjoy. I want to see all of that. And I would also like to squeeze in another trip back to Norway to see some of my family. I truly enjoyed it when we went last year, and I definitely would like to make another trip there. So come along with me on my adventure and see what I'm going to learn. Jump on, ask me questions, but I want to try 17 minutes a day writing about where I think things are headed or different subject matters. So if you have any ideas what you think women of my age, your age, different people, what do they want to see? What do they want to learn about? Contact me at morrisoncindy05@gmail.com. And I will see you in the next video.